So everybody, I just want you to know this is Pete Riffle, the Riff, right?
Yep, just Riff. My friends all call me Riff, so we're all good.
This is the singer for 1988. Now tell me a little bit about how you came to get into this band.
I paid Dave a lot of money.
A lot of money, okay.
I think it was like 25 cents. No, I was between bands. I didn't know if I was going to put something together, join something existing, and Dave's like, hey, we need a fill-in guy for a couple shows. I was like, okay. And then it became, hey, our singer's leaving. It's like, I want to be the guy. And like, well, you're in the running for it.
Nice.
Obviously, I didn't suck, so.
Yeah. So is this like your genre that you love to do?
Yeah. I grew up in it.
Yeah, yeah.
We all did. We all grew up in the 80s.
This is
so
us.
All the hair metal, all the hard rock.
Yeah.
People that know me know that my favorite band is Striper.
Oh, is that right?
Oh,
no kid. They are a great band. I mean, in fact, I knew who they were back in the day, but I didn't really appreciate them until a little later on, you know? Great band.
Yeah, it's because of them that I can do this.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, it wasn't too long ago they were in Cleveland area a few months ago. So, and it seemed like they had a good crowd and they still sound good.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your musical background though. So obviously you didn't step into this band as your first band.
Wow. No, obviously not.
Really, as luck would have it.
I grew up in a musical family. Almost everybody sings. Say about a third of the people play.
Is that right?
I have cousins in band throughout Northeast Ohio. I have cousins in Nashville that play with national acts. I've had cousins that have been in sign bands.
No kidding.
So we did have that. It's in the blood.
It's in there.
Started with my grandparents and their brothers and sisters. It's filtered down to us.
Yep, I know what you mean. My grandfather was a player, and my husband's a player. Our daughter is a player, and that's where we did our thing, was a family band, and kind of showed her the ropes a little bit. So
Hey, I know people here.
How about that?
Give me just a minute.
Way out here in the middle of nowhere.
I know. We're in the middle of somewhere.
I was telling Dave, you guys are going to really enjoy the line dancers on the floor dancing to that.
We're going to combine the line dancing with the head banging. We're going to call it line banging. That sounds kind of wrong, but whatever. We'll go for it.
So, given this kind of music, this is like a lot of the people that did this music back in the day, they were in their early 20s. They were under 30, let us put it that way. So as you get a little older, we know things change with our voices and things.
Yeah.
What do you do to keep things going in the right direction?
I drink a lot of burp milk. I don't know. I do what I've always done. I've had training in the past, so I know my voice is changing. I know what I have to do and what I really shouldn't do, even though I still do what I shouldn't do singing wise. But it's just basically I'm very aware of this. And when I'm playing, I'm very aware of this.
Yeah, sure.
So it's just, I have to change how I sing these songs. 30 years, like some of these songs I've been singing for over 30 years.
Yeah.
So I go and it's like, okay, I've always sang it this way. Now I have to it's muscle memory. So I have to think, okay, I have to sing it this way, instead of these other ways.
Yes.
I'm going to kill myself.
Yes, right. And with the energy that you're putting out there, because obviously these bands that you're covering were high energy bands.
Oh, yeah.
So you're moving around a lot, which takes away from this little organ here, and just the strength of holding onto your guitar, all those things, which I don't think a lot of people realize what goes into that.
It's tough.
Just lugging equipment. I mean, I used to tell my husband all the time, I can't roadie today if you want me to do Adele, because you put all that pressure on this bad boy.
Right.
Now it's tired, and you want me to do that? It's not going to happen.
I have a physical job during the week, so the load in, load out's not that bad. But it's like the biggest thing I need is sleep.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Agreed. My whole body takes a hit if I don't get enough sleep.
We get done with the show, and there's some days I just kind of just collapse right there on the stage, just like, give me just a minute. I'm fine. Just give me a minute.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, now we got to load out. Now I got to drive 2 hours home.
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm going to die.
Yes. I don't miss that part. I don't miss roadieing, and I don't miss the excessively late nights, because we always DIY'd our stuff too, so it was a little longer in that regard.
Now, one good thing with COVID is everything's earlier, so we're getting done at 12 instead of 2 in the morning.
Yes, and I'm so glad to see that, because it's a Cinderella happens at midnight anyway. So these venues are finally getting smart and saying, okay, we know the money's coming in before midnight. So
and our crowds usually leaving by like 11, 11:30, 12 at the latest.
Yeah.
After that, you have nobody there, so there's no sense playing.
That's right. That's right. And it's nice to give out that energy to a full audience anyway. Yep. You know, it makes you feel good.
And I get up there, I tell people, it's like, I'm the Energizer Bunny. Wind me up and let me go.
Let you go.
Up there headbanging and bouncing around. And
who's your influences?
My biggest influence, which this will surprise people, is Michael Sweet from Stryper.
Yeah.
Which I had a Zoom call with him last weekend, but that's a whole different story.
How cool.
But I actually opened for them back in '91. So, you know, we got Michael Sweet, Stryper, the band. Freddie Mercury's a big influence on me. Sebastian Bach, surprisingly.
Yes.
Oh God, Eric Martin from Mr. Big, Doug Pinnick from King's X.
Yeah,
There's a lot that goes into who I am, what makes me me. But
oh yeah, absolutely. I think you could sound like gravel stone jazz singer, but you still may have influences that you pull from. It doesn't matter from where they come, you know. So, do you have any favorite song that you're going to be singing tonight? Is there anybody that you really like, you just dig it every time you do it?
There, not really a specific song. There are certain songs, like where I can just lay into it vocally. Songs where I can either just like fly, where you just sing super high and you get it, and the crowd looks at you, you're like, oh my God, how did you sing that?
Yeah.
So like, Still the Night from Whitesnake.
Oh,
it's always fun to sing.
Oh yes.
Don't Stop Believin' is always fun to sing because that's very crowd interactive.
Absolutely.
I sing, they sing. I sing, they sing.
Yeah.
And it gives me a break.
Yeah. Always nice.
There's some of the other more obscure stuff we'll play. Before I got in this band, I never listened to Wasp.
No.
We do 2 Wasp songs. I love playing them.
That's awesome.
They're fun to play. They're fun to sing. The Cinderella stuff is fun.
Yeah.
Just any of the, they're all fun.
Yeah.
And if it's a song I despise or I hate, you can't tell because it's all the same. People are here to be entertained. They want to have a show. They want to be. They want to feel something.
Yeah.
They can see any other band in this world. They chose to come see us. I'm going to put on a show for them.
And you're taking them back to a moment in time, probably some of our best times of our life, right? I mean, obviously we still have a lot of pages to be written, but when you go back to these years here, the concerts, the hot and sweaty arena rock shows,
the headbanging,
waiting in line for tickets, waiting
on the 3rd floor at Sears, standing in line.
Exactly. So these moments, I mean, people can say that song was the one I fell in love with my husband to, or whatever it was. I got pregnant to that song, whatever it is. You know,
I can't say that one.
I don't remember what song I got pregnant to, so that might be a good thing. So, but that's what you're doing. This is giving people that moment in their time, and that is what is important when you're up there playing and giving them that moment again.
Yeah.
Brushing off the weekly bullshit.
Yeah.
And
you forget about life and the stress and the kids and all this stuff. You come out, you have a good time.
Yeah. And they come out, and when they leave here, they're going to be hot and sweaty.
Yep.
And they'll be exhausted just like you.
Yep.
And it'll feel good.
Yes, it does. And then we make some money doing it,
That's
so it's
true.
all good.
There's never anything wrong with that either.
No.
And when you're good at doing it, you're always booked. You know, that even, it just follows with one another. And you find people that follow you around, and you witness them coming to see you all the time and things like that. You get to know them. They may not be friends, so to speak, but they're fans.
There's a familiarity.
And they don't, I don't think fans really know how much we appreciate them when they come out and see us and support us on a regular basis, you know?
And I try to talk to as many people as I can.
Yeah.
Because it's just, they're taking their time. They could leave. They could talk to somebody else. They want to talk to me? Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to sit there for an hour and talk to them.
Right.
There's usually a line.
Yes.
So it's just, I give them a piece of myself. When we're playing, when I'm up on stage, I'm looking people in the eye. I'm not looking through them or over them. You make a connection with people.
Yeah. So if you weren't doing this music, what would you be doing? If you were playing in another band doing other music, is there something like you would really want to do?
There would be a lot of 80s stuff,
yeah,
but it would be basically a mix. There'd be some 70s, a lot of 80s.
Yeah.
Those are the songs people like. It's the energy and the fun.
Yeah.
There'd be some 90s, because, everybody wants to kill themselves
sure,
every so often.
Sure, you got that right.
No, just to, whatever. If it's a good song, let's do it.
That's right.
But with 1988, we are 80s hard rock. We are 80s hair metal. this is what we do. This is who we are. This is what we love, and you're going to love it too.
Yeah, the name implies it. The name says it all.
Yep.
The name says it all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it so
Thanks
much.
for having me.
Yes, you're welcome. 1988, this is Riff. He's going to be riffing real soon. So
Oh boy, be scared.
Stick around with me on Backline EQ. I'll be right back.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm looking
You're
forward
touching my boob.
I know. Well, I got to get a cheap thrill somehow.